Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another episode of Rendezvous with Anza Saqib on CxO Global TV. CxO Global Forum is a knowledge sharing platform for all C levels across the globe. We take massive pride in contributing to the knowledge economy with our League of Extraordinary Thought Leaders. They're not only domain experts, but those individuals who've made a considerable amount of difference in the fields that they're working in. Today, as well, we've got an exemplary gentleman joining us. He is none other than the famous Dr. Amjad Saqib, who is the CEO of Akhuwat. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much, Anza. I am extremely honored and privileged to be invited to your brilliant show. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. The honor and privilege is ours. So, sir, let's jump right into it. You are a living legend in our country. Mashallah, you have served the nation in many ways. But where did this journey begin? So, where did you grow up and what courses did you study and how did you end up as CEO of Akhuwat?
Let me first correct your statement. I'm not at all a legend. I'm just an ordinary human being who is doing a bit of my responsibility. How can I help build this world a better place to live in? Number one. I began from a very ordinary and very humble beginning in a very, in a primary school that had no toilet, that had no rooms, no furniture, no four walls. We were sitting under the shadow of a tree and, trying to learn Alif, Be, Pe, and ABC. So I started from a primary school in a very remote area of Punjab. Then, Alhamdulillah, thanks God, I reached Government College Lahore, which is one of the premier institutions. And I did my FSc from there. And then I got admission in King Edward Medical College. I completed my medicine degree from there. But suddenly I realized that my abilities are not aligned with the medicine. I wanted to do something else. So I requested my father that if he could allow me to join civil service of Pakistan. So he, reluctantly permitted me, and I worked very hard. And then I appeared in a competitive examination, and then I was selected as a district management group officer. And I served in various areas of Pakistan during this time. I also got a master's degree in international development from American University, Washington, D.C. There I realized that, my abilities are also not exactly what is, needed in civil service. So there was a little bit of introspection, and I decided to resign from civil service and decided to choose something which I could do the best. Having, dialogue with the people, living with the poor people, going to them, sitting with them, learning from them, and trying to build a system, mutual support system through that participative and collaborative effort. So I resigned from civil service, and then we, with the help of friends, conceived an idea of interest-free microfinance, and then designed and implemented this idea. And a new institution was born by the name of Akhuwat. The basic, the objective, the vision is creating a world which provides equal opportunity to everybody. And the operational methodology which we adopted was interest-free microfinance. That means small benevolent loans, the loans which are given to somebody to start a business, but there is no interest on it. The original philosophy of Akhuwat is Mawakhat. Mawakhat, is a episode in history of Islam where Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, desired that one to two family should have, engaged with one less privileged family. So this bond of solidarity and this bond of love and mutual support would create a better world. So we derive inspiration from the spirit of Mawakhat, and as an operational methodology, as I mentioned to you, we give interest-free loans to the poor people to start a business. But let me, tell you that we derive inspiration from Islamic, philosophy, but our messages for the whole humanity. We don't discriminate on the basis of caste, color, religion, faith. Anybody who lives in Pakistan and who wants to come out of poverty by dint of his or her hard work, we create an opportunity for him or her. We give them some money so that he or she could start a business, and with his and her entrepreneurial abilities would scale up his business, and then ultimately become a productive member of the society. So this is very, very briefly, starting from a very humble background and Kacha school, primary school, Tatka school. We are not Achesonians, we are Tartians.
Brilliant, sir. And mashallah, what an inspirational story. I'm sure a lot of people watching today are definitely motivated by this. We don't need to come from very privileged backgrounds to make a difference. So, sir, Akhuwat has been working for poverty alleviation in Pakistan since 2001. So, if I were to ask you, there have been very big achievements, but what do you feel the one that's closest to your heart is the biggest achievement so far?
I don't believe in quantity, I believe in quality. As Quran says that, saving even one life is akin to saving the entire humanity. So if you do something with the true compassion, true sincerity, true selflessness, and truly desiring the pleasure of God, that is the best thing. So whenever I see somebody coming to me with tears in her or his eyes and embracing me and saying that this small loan of Akhuwat has done wonders. It has helped me to earn money. It has helped me to send my children to school. It has helped me to build a roof on the top of my four walls, and it has helped me to get treatment for my children or my mother and father. So this is the moment which is most exciting, most enriching, and most empowering for me. So that's it. And thanks God that every day many such moments come. Whenever I feel, depressed, or feel sad, or feel, something, optimism is not there, then I try to, when there is pessimist, feelings, I try to meet these people, and they give me my life back.
So that's where the hope and the motivation lies. That's brilliant.
That is the real motivation for me to work more.
Absolutely. And mashallah, you're doing a wonderful job so far. Sir, when we talk about entrepreneurship in Pakistan, social entrepreneurship still is perhaps a concept that not many young people are attracted towards, right? So how do you see the social entrepreneurship landscape in Pakistan? And what are some of your policy recommendations for the government, perhaps, and some advice for young founders?
Entrepreneurship, basic principles and the essence of entrepreneurship is the same. Risk-taking, initiative, out-of-box thinking, creativity, hard work, starting from nothing and going to scale, good ideas, and then scaling up, replication. All these are the basic features or characteristics of entrepreneurship. But then you can divide it into two dimensions: social entrepreneurship and economic entrepreneurship. Economic entrepreneurship means it mostly concerns with your own dreams, with your own desire to earn wealth or to make a difference, to create value in society. But on the other hand, social entrepreneurship is something where you do all these things for the welfare of society, where you transcend your own self and start thinking about others, where you are not concerned with your own dreams only, but you're also thinking, why my neighbor is poor? Why 20 million children in Pakistan are not going to school? Why majority of the people don't have access to clean drinking water? So this is the difference. The principles are the same, but the vision and objectives are different. I'm seeing a lot of young men and women and boys and girls going to social entrepreneurship. And social entrepreneurship doesn't mean charity. It means creating a system where you are rewarded, but you are not rewarded at market rates. So obviously, if you open a school and have a fee of 20,000 rupees, so this is economic entrepreneurship, this is business. But if you open a school where you charge 1,000 rupees so that you can meet your own expenses and you can also be compensated yourself and you give quality education. So that is social entrepreneurship, meeting the cost of the enterprise and obviously your own cost. But there is a difference between these two examples I gave. There are schools where you pay 100,000 rupees a month, and there are schools which, for example, TCF school, they charge, I think, 1,000 or 1,500 rupees, something like that. So this is the difference. The younger generation shouldn't be afraid that why social entrepreneurship means, giving everything. It is giving everything, but of course, making you sustainable as well. So I see too many young men and people coming. What is entrepreneurship? Basically, it is creating value. So that value could be for you, and that value could be for the society. Now, this is you to decide that what is the most important thing. You should confine. Would you like to confine yourself with your own dreams and with your own comforts and luxuries, or would you like to share with others? So it is not a matter of money. It is the matter of how would you like to see the future world? How would you like to see a world which has equitable distribution of resources?
Absolutely. Very well said, sir. Now, moving forward, what is that one interesting fact about you that the audience might not already be aware
of? I love my wife.
Great.
I love I love reading, I love writing. I have written 8 books, and quite a few days ago, my book by the name of Char Aadmi has been published. And I would like people to read my books because these speak my soul. These speak my ideology of life. So I love my children. I love everybody around me. I am, optimist. I never lose hope. So I want to, face the Creator, the Allah Almighty, with something in my, hand that I have done this thing in this world. You gave me so many things. Now I'm in front of you, and this is my contribution, no matter how little it is. So these are something about me.
Right. Thank you for sharing those insights. Sir, often, today as well, you shared some wonderful advice with us, generally as well on different forums, nationally, internationally, you are sharing pieces of advice. But I want to ask you, if you just rewind a little and go back, what is the best piece of advice that you have received and whom did it come from?
There are many people around us who give us advice. Your parents, your elders, your teachers, even you get advice from books and your experience. Your experiences and your observation, your study of history also gives you, good lessons and pieces of advice. But my mother's advice, I carry, give a lot of weightage to her. She said, always used to say that don't do something which injures somebody's feelings, and love everybody, be compassionate, be kind. So this is probably the best advice I got. And I try to follow that, maybe successful to some extent.
Lovely. And sir, one more thing. When we talk when we talk about the word failure, a lot of people perceive it differently. Looking at your career, mashallah, it's been illustrious. Have you ever encountered failure, and how do you generally perceive this term failure?
I don't think there's anything like failure in life. I don't believe. Everybody has share of success. You may say that most successful, very successful, relatively less successful, but there is nobody in this world who is a failure. I absolutely, don't believe in it. Number one. Number two, I think failure is an experience. Failure is not the end of the game. It is an experience. It is an advice to do things afresh in a different way.
Right. Makes sense.
If you are able to make, if I use your word, if you fail in something, so this is in fact a reminder that you have done something wrong, so you should try it again, and I'm sure you will be successful. So it depends on how much effort you put in, and one shouldn't be much concerned about success or failure. One should be concerned about the level of effort you have put in. If you have done your best and the results are not what you intended, even then I will say you are successful. Because, it hardly matters that what is the ultimate outcome. Your conscience will ask you that, are you satisfied with the effort which you have made? Your creator, your God will not ask that you intended to change this world. Why you haven't changed? He will only see and ask you that how much effort you have exerted. The results.
That's a wonderful thought.
Yeah. Oh, if you allow me a Punjabi verse, Mali da kam pani dena, bhar bhar mashkan pave, Malik da kam phal phul lana, lave ya na lave.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. And indeed, sir, it's been an honor and a privilege to talk to you. I know you're very busy, and thank you. We're very grateful that you spared some time to share these enlightening thoughts with us. But before we part for this session, I would like to ask you, what do you think is the utility of forums like CxO Global?
Excellent. You are starting engagement with the people. You are initiating dialogues. You are asking people their concepts of life. So, how can we make this world a good place? Through dialogue, through discussion, through exchange of ideas. So I'm inspired by your talks. You showed interest in Akhuwat. So that is inspirational for me. And this is, I congratulate you, and I'm extremely happy, and I will share your forum with many other people. And if you like, I will recommend you some people whom you will be interested to talk with. And through your program, besides appreciating you and thanking you, I will invite your audience that why don't they visit our university? They will see a different world over there. So we will be.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. We really look forward to it, and you've been very kind. And we wish you all the very best, sir. We'll definitely come visit the university, and inshallah, together with people like you, I'm very sure that we can improve the world day by day, every single day.
So our students will be waiting for you.
Done. I'll see you then soon. Thank you very much. You have a lovely day. And please keep contributing to the global knowledge economy.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that will be all for today. Please keep us updated with your comments and feedback, and keep watching. We'll join you again next time with another interesting guest.